Okay, it's Tuesday morning up here at the lookout. None of the stuff was here yesterday. You can see it all getting zapped right there. One going through right there. God, the sun's bright. That just turned it off. Left that trail. There's a big wispy trail right there. All spreading out. None of this was here this morning. Just totally socked in. And you can see right there where it's all getting zapped. At the microwave transmissions right there. So nothing natural about these clouds up here. This is all weather terrorism. It's why we're having this crazy weather. You can see the jets coming through right here. Yesterday there was nothing. Past 3 days hardly nothing out here. Look at this valley. I've been out here for 30 years, coming out here for 30 years. You know about this? This geoengineering. I'll give you a flyer and you can check it out and start looking at this stuff they're doing to us and why we're having such crazy weather going on. This has been going along a long time. It's geoengineering. It's not just about geoengineering. It's actually about just poisoning where we live. I mean, all this haze you see out here, this time of year used to be crystal clear out here. Just crystal clear. And like yesterday, it was nothing. And this stuff settles in. It's microwave. They hit it with microwave frequencies like up there. You see all those weird formations? That's not a natural formation. And it's they spray the patents for this is they spray aluminum, barium, strontium, and who knows what else they mix in there. But you won't see any spraying at all. And all of a sudden, here they come. And they like the Coachella Valley because it settles in and it's something to do with the body of water with the Salton Sea. It's all extremely high tech. They route the jets. These are all commercial passenger jets. They used to be the military, and now they've equipped all the jets to spray. I see them turning off and on. They come out here. Some days you won't see any jets. Other days you come out here and they get down towards the Salton Sea, and then they vector off to their destination. Why are these jets coming this far south to go to JFK? Because they route them this way to do the spraying, to spray the aerosols to do their weather terrorism. And it's not just the United States. There's people that post in Europe. There's people that post on this stuff all over the place. But nobody wants to believe it because it's almost too much to take in. You know, why would they do this? Because they're psychopaths.
That was my question. Why?
Because because they're doing it to themselves too. Because they're psychopaths. So anyways, I'll give you a flyer. You can check it out. And just start looking at the sky. Some days you'll see nothing. Other days you'll just see jet after jet after jet out here. Well, this is some nasty stuff, and it's toxic. And we're breathing it in. I've had a lot of people do tests on them, and it's in their hair. The aluminum is in their hair. It's in their blood. It's why people are getting sick. It's why people are getting Alzheimer's now. The #1 cause of death in the UK, and they hammer over there. I got a few friends in Scotland and in London and all over the UK, and they just hammer it. And the #1 cause of death now, and it's publicly stated, is dementia. And people are getting it like in their 50s. Why is that? Because aluminum. That's where you get it from. It's the aluminum they're spraying on us.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're Vietnam vets. We both exposed to Agent Orange.
Yeah. See, again, so do they give a crap about us?
No.
Exactly. You know, I mean, they're going to spray you with Agent Orange as you're, fighting for our country,
Yeah, well, we both collect disability from it.
Yeah, my partner's husband does too. Yeah, he was in Vietnam also. But yeah, it just goes to show. I mean, if they're going to treat our military like that and spray them with Agent Orange, why?
Why not do the civilian population?
Yeah, exactly. Here, I'll give you a flyer. You can check it out.
I'm from North Carolina, and the Smokies, the Appalachians are
Right.
there. And you go up to Mount Mitchell, which is maybe 5,000, 6,000, and it is crystal clear.
Right.
I don't know why they're hitting Southern Cal. I don't know.
They hit it back there too. I got people that report back on the East Coast, and maybe not as much as here because the weather fronts come from the Pacific Northwest and move across the country. So in order for them to control it, and they use microwave transmissions, NEXRAD is not just about scanning the clouds for rain and stuff coming. They can actually zap it and control the weather. That's why we're having so much bizarre weather everywhere. I mean, hailstorms and...
Does it have a lot to do with this global warming, or
I think global warming is a complete hoax. They're causing
I
the
knew-
global.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
exactly.
causing the
Yeah.
global warming by doing this.
Yeah.
Supposedly, it's solar radiation management, and their stated goal is to reflect, because of global warming, is to reflect the sun back up into the atmosphere, so it doesn't heat, the lower atmosphere
yeah.
so much. But it does the opposite. I can feel it when it's like this. It's much more intense. So what they tell us is not the truth. I'm sure they were telling you that Agent Orange was just
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Well, let me grab a flyer. I think we're going to go up higher in the mountain.
Yeah, Idlewild's beautiful up there. Yeah, it's a beautiful
does
mountain.
your flyer have any websites that?
Yeah. It's actually geoengineeringwatch.org, and it's a guy that's been around a long time. He was up in Northern California, and I don't agree with all the stuff that he says. I think he's kind of controlled opposition too, but there's a lot of information that he's right
Yeah.
on. So anyways, I'll give you a flyer right now.
Another thing is that what can you and I do?
Just like what I'm doing. I've got a YouTube, and I'm trying to get the information out here, and it's like kind of a lot of us do. We just try to let the public know what's going on. But are we really going to go up against these people?
No, of course
I mean,
not.
the whole puppet show between the Republicans and the Democrats, it's just a puppet show. I was for Trump when he first got in there, and then I saw no changes. It's just a big puppet show.
Yeah.
The ones who control it are the banking cartels, the Federal Reserve, how corrupt that is.
Yeah.
That was like the first rabbit hole I went down, was the Federal Reserve, and learning, that it's a private banking organization, and they control, our nation's monetary system completely. And basically, it's all the European countries too. It goes back to the Rothschilds and the banking cartels. It goes back really hundreds of years.
Well, I hate to be rude, but grab me a flyer.
Okay, sure.
Please.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for listening to me. That's great.